All right, I want you to do something for me. Just forget everything you think you know about India. Seriously. Because we're about to pull back the curtain on a part of the country that's, well, it's so unique, so vibrant, it honestly feels like a different world.
So what is India's best-kept secret? Well, it's a place that holds world records, where kindness is just a way of life, and where ancient cultures have thrived pretty much on their own. It's a region people talk about, but let's be real, very few truly get it. And believe it or not, it's all hidden behind this one number, 22 kilometers. That's it. That's the width of the famous Chicken's Neck corridor, this incredibly narrow strip of land that connects this whole region to the rest of India. And wow, what a region it is.
Yeah, this isn't just one spot on a map. We're talking about a mosaic of 8 different states. And get this, it's home to over 200 distinct tribes, every single one with its own language, its own traditions, its own story. I mean, that is just a staggering amount of diversity crammed into one corner of the globe. All right, so let's dive in, shall we? First up, nature's unbelievable extremes. And when I say extremes, I mean it. We're going to start with the land itself, which is it's a powerhouse of geography that honestly defies belief.
So, have you ever thought about where the sun first hits India every morning? Well, it's right here, in a tiny village called Dong in Arunachal Pradesh. The people there see the sunrise hours, literally hours, before the rest of the country has even hit the snooze button.
And then there's the rain. Oh, the rain. We've got to talk about the state of Meghalaya. Its name literally means abode of the clouds. And for good reason. It's home to the wettest place on the entire planet. Let's put this into perspective for you. The village of Mawsynram gets almost 12,000 millimeters of rain a year. That's so much water, it makes the Amazon rainforest look like a desert in comparison. No joke.
So that begs a pretty big question, right? What in the world do you do with all that rain? I mean, when you have that much water constantly carving up the landscape, how do you even live? Well, the answer, it's just pure genius.
You don't build bridges, you grow them. That's right. For centuries, the Khasi people have been guiding the roots of rubber fig trees across these powerful rivers, literally weaving them into living, breathing bridges. This isn't just cool. It's ancient, sustainable technology that doesn't fall apart over time. In fact, it gets stronger every single year.
Okay, so the region's uniqueness definitely doesn't stop with crazy weather. Not even close. It's also home to a few things that are, and I mean this literally, the only ones of their kind on Earth. Ready for this?
All right, first, you gotta learn a new word. Fumdis. Just try to picture this. Huge circular islands made of plants, soil, all sorts of organic stuff, just floating on a lake. I know, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but on Loktak Lake in Manipur, it's totally real.
And these floating fumdis, well, they're the foundation for something even more incredible, the Cable Lamjau National Park. It is the world's only floating national park, and it's the last place on Earth you can find the endangered Sangai deer. They call it the dancing deer because of the way it has to prance around on that bouncy floating ground. How amazing is that?
Then you just hop over to neighboring Assam, and you find the complete opposite. Not a floating park, but Majuli, the world's largest river island, just sitting there in the middle of the massive Brahmaputra River. It's this beautiful, calm center of ancient culture revolving around the worship of the Hindu god Vishnu. So you can see how this physical isolation, being connected by just that tiny little chicken's neck, has allowed all these natural wonders to develop. But it's done something else too. It's let completely different kinds of societies, different ways of living, really flourish.
Let's take the Khasi tribe in Meghalaya, for example. They're one of the biggest matrilineal societies left in the world. What does that mean? It means everything. Lineage, inheritance, even your last name is passed down through the mother's side. The youngest daughter gets the family property, and it's the women who are really driving the economy. And this isn't some one-off thing. This kind of female-led power is all over. In Manipur, you've got the incredible Ima Kithil, which means mother's market, and it is exactly what it sounds like, one of the biggest markets on the planet run entirely, exclusively by women.
And we're not talking about some new trend. This is a centuries-old powerhouse. It's a living, breathing example of female entrepreneurship and community spirit that has been going strong for generations.
Okay, so all of this unique social DNA, it actually offers some really deep lessons for the rest of the world, especially when you think about things like community, trust, and, building a better future. For example, let's talk about Malinong. It's famous for being Asia's cleanest village. So what's the big secret? Is it some fancy new tech? Nope. It's simple. Everybody chips in. Cleanliness isn't a chore, it's a community ethic. It's everyone's shared responsibility. It's really just a masterclass in how to live together.
But maybe the biggest, most mind-blowing lesson of all boils down to one single radical idea. An idea that, let's be honest, sounds almost impossible in the world we live in today.
Okay, check this out. In Mizoram, they have these roadside shops called Nga Lu Dor, which means shops without shopkeepers. And it's just what it says. Farmers leave their produce out, they post a price list, you drive up, take what you want, and you leave the money in a little box. No cameras, no security, no one watching. And the most incredible part? It actually works.
Yeah, this whole system isn't built on technology or surveillance. It's built on something way more powerful. Complete trust in humanity. Just pure, simple faith in other people. And it's no wonder this idea has gone viral online.
And speaking of the future, what about this number? 100%. What's that? Well, that's Sikkim. It's the first state in the world to become fully organic. They've banned chemical fertilizers, they've banned pesticides, they are literally setting the standard for what a sustainable future could look like. So, you see, when you really look at India's northeast, it's not just one thing. It's this incredible collection of wonders. It's a land where nature is the architect, a society where women are often the leaders, and a place where trust is the real currency.
And that kind of leaves us with a huge question, doesn't it? When you think about all these ideas, the living bridges, the societies led by women, the shops that run on pure trust, a future that's 100% organic, if our world could adopt just one of these ideas, which one do you think would change things the most?